Story of the time I got my ass beat in front of the nigga who got my windows busted out of my car. So boom, at the time I was 15 and my older sister was 16. We gonna call her Monty. Monty was real into the partying scene, and there was one party she wanted to go to. So she asked me like, yeah, you trying to slide? Slide. Now me, I wasn't really feeling the parties because they always hot, sweaty, funky. It's too much going on. So she asked me, I said no, but then she got my ass. You know that one little nigga you like? He gonna be there. You lying. She ain't had to say nothing else after that. We're going. That nigga was fine. It was no way in hell I wasn't going to this party. I should have never went. We started getting ready at 7 because we trying to be there by 8:30. Now, because our young asses wasn't supposed to be going to no parties, we told our mother we gonna go to one of my sister's friend's house. Now, my mother don't really be tripping when you tell her beforehand, so she like, all right, Monet, you in charge. Don't go nowhere else. Okay. We got our story together, our mother together. Oh, yeah, we on our way to the function, so we call our ride. While we in the car, you know, we got to text the niggas, make sure they there already. I text a little nigga I was crushing on. We gonna call him Sean. So I asked him, I was like, are you there already? He was like, yeah, I'm here. And when you get here, just come straight upstairs. I got something I want to talk to you about. Boy, what you want to talk about? So I show Monet the messages. Girl, look, what is he trying to do? Like, girl, you know he want to fuck. Hold on, fuck? I ain't built like that. Like, I really wasn't fast in the ass. I just didn't listen. I'm nervous. I'm shaking in my boots on the way there. We finally get there by like around like 8:30, 9 o'clock. When we first pull up, the entire street is packed. No empty parking spots. And there is a line from the door to the sidewalk. My sister, she hype as fuck. But I look like this because I know it's very stank. We get in line. We finally at the door, and then we got to pay for our tickets. The flyer said you could buy your tickets online, so I made sure to buy mine. But Monet didn't listen, so she had to buy it at the door. Her dumb ass used our mother Venmo card. Nonetheless, we get our tickets. We get in. That bitch turned. Everywhere but loose. That bitch jumping, the bass bumping, bottles everywhere, gardening everywhere. They turn. They passing around shots and plants. Oh, we in there. But I wasn't wrong. It was a little funky in there. While me and my sister getting busted downstairs, I get a text from Sean. Bing. Are you here yet? Hell yeah, I'm downstairs. Come up the steps. I'm going to tell them let you through. Oh, what you VIP sign like? So I tap my name. I'm about to go upstairs. Oh, okay, girl. She said she going to stand by the DJ. That's one of our cousins. So, you know, I ain't got to be worried about her. So I turn around and go to the steps. I notice it's hella people. But they not just standing there. They kissing. The fuck y'all got going on? Like full on makeout sessions happening right there on the steps. Like, excuse me. They really not trying to move. I was ready to push a couple over the baluster, for real. I finally make it up them freaky ass steps. Once I hit the top, I see Sean standing by one of the room doors. Now everybody's at the party or on the steps. There's nobody on the top floor except for him. He clearly a little bit faded. He like, what's up? Like, I've been waiting to see you. I'm here. He sweet talking me and he take me into one of the rooms. I get real comfy. Put my purse on the chair. I sit on the bed. We talking, and then the talking turned to feeling, and the feeling turned to touching and rubbing. I wasn't fast, but them jean shorts was getting scooted to the side real quick. Now at this point, me and Sean tonguing each other down. It's getting real hot. But then he get to tonguing something else. He got my legs cocked back like a pistol. But I'm hearing something go off. It's my phone. I'm ignoring that shit though. Why is going off even more? It's my mother. Talk about why is money missing from our Venmo. Monet, you dumbass bitch. I still ain't seen the messages. I'm getting ate off the phone. Bing, 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 bing. Phone going dummy. It's my sister talking about we gotta go soon because mommy calling. And I still have not seen these messages. Me and Sean, we getting into it. We ready to get to the nitty gritty. Bing, bing, bing. It's my sister again. Where you at? Where are you? We need to go now. Hold on, girl. It's about to get good. I'm getting ate like the last meal. I'm not worried about y'all. So like 15 minutes go by. Now I'm hearing the notifications from when you missed a text. Hold on, bro. I get up to go check, but it's too late. Because as I'm easing off the bed, I hear yelling. Who the fuck yelling like that? He like, come here. I'm ready to go back to the bed. The yelling getting louder. Now I'm tuned in. Who yelling? Yo, I recognize the voice. My heart dropped in my ass. Cut the music. Cut everything. All I hear is Monet. And then I hear my name. It's my fucking mother. I don't know where to go next. I get to running in the walls and shit. I finally grab my purse and my phone. I see the messages. Shit. Sean like, what's wrong? No, I gotta go get my sister. I get outside the room. There's nobody on the steps no more. I'm busting down that bed. Lights on, music off. I'm looking for Monet. I can't find her. Excuse me. Ooh. Why is my father? I look at him. He look at me. I'm cooked. Why the fuck would she bring him? Y'all both in here wildin'. I'm standing here frozen in fear. What is you doing? He airing me out front the whole party. I hear the stairs creaking behind me. Why the fuck is Sean coming downstairs? He's watching me get aired thin. I'm embarrassed, cross-faded, trying not to cry, and there's a bunch of spit flying at me. As soon as he done talking, he dragged me outside by my shirt. And the whole party follow us. He dragging me like this so I can see the whole party migrating outside with us. But I'm thinking, where the fuck is Monet? My mother already got her. She getting her ass whipped. I knew I was next. My father threw me to my mother like fresh bait. Slow turned to me, looked me up and down, seen what the fuck I was wearing, grabbed onto her belt a little tighter, and started wearing my dumb ass out in front of everybody. I'm Mommy burst. Everybody watching, laughing, camera phones up, flash on. Oh shit. Mid-ass whooping, my mother turned around and addressed the whole party. Y'all got my 15-year-old daughter out here drinking. She's underage. Stop. Fuck this shit. I'm calling the police. Everybody going to jail. Whole crowd dispersed. They speed into the cars, calling rides. We done ruined the whole party. Everybody running. We getting dragged by our shirts. We get in the car. They airing us. Y'all taking pregnancy test, STD test. Alright, you dragging it. We finally got home. We punished. Got our ass whipped a little bit more. I cried myself to sleep and woke up the next day. It's a brand new day. I'm gonna try to forget that shit. I check Instagram and I see I'm tagged in something. Why is the video of me getting my ass whipped? And not only did they post it, they tagged Sean. Caption, I like, damn, your shorty outside the party getting her ass whipped. And she underage and you try to crack that. Fresh off the wake up, breath still stink. Crust all in my eyes. And now my heart is broken. Bro, I had to breathe. But hold on now, bitch. I go in the comments. Why is Sean comment? That bitch embarrassing as shit. I blocked her weird, ugly ass. Ugly? You got the game fucked up. Huh? It might have been weird of me to lie about my age. It was a little embarrassing. I got my ass whipped. But ugly? So I texted him off a text number. Bitch, I wasn't ugly when you was sliding these jeans aside. We going back and forth. He talking about I was just bored. You was easy. Nigga called me ugly again. So now I'm going dumb. Fuck you, you weird, ugly bitch. Fuck you and your dibs. I don't think I should have said that last part. But it was too late. 5 minutes later, my phone going off. When I say my hotline was blinging. Everybody calling me about that shit. I don't know which one of his mans died, but he must have been Hood's hottest hero. Why the fuck would you say that dumbass shit? They threatening me and all that. I was mad. I didn't mean it. They was not trying to hear that shit. Bing-a-ding-ding. It's a bitch. And the only thing she said was come outside. Outside? Why? I'm scared of shit. I ain't come outside. But she pulled up 4 cars deep. They came with weapons. And they did some motherfucking damage. Smashed up my car, the windows, the house, everything. They fucked my shit up. At least it wasn't me. If you planned on not going, don't go.
Some of the times that I've been horrendously humbled. Starting off with, I used to work a lot with lounge underwear, and they once reposted my photo on their page, and all the comments were saying, so glad to see a flat chest for once. I was definitely too young to be working with that brand, but 17-year-old me reading that. Next one is kind of valid, not because I was fishing for compliments, but because I was such an insecure kid. But in high school, I was hanging out with these guys, and then I said, I just feel like such a catfish. And one of the guys said, you can't be a catfish if your photos aren't even good. I don't think I've ever recovered from that. When I was younger, I had a massive crush on this guy, and he proceeded to tell me that he loved slime videos, where I then made a 15-minute long video where I was making slime, only to find out that he was laughing about it with his friends because he doesn't actually like watching slime videos. She was so down bad. Then there's also, when I was younger, Daniel Caesar started following me. He would not know that I was 16 on Instagram because of the way I posted, so no shade to him. Loved his music, still love his music. But he started following me when I was 16, and I got so excited because he was my favorite artist at the time that I immediately posted it on my story, and he immediately unfollowed. I just have to take the L, like there's nothing I can do in that situation. Before I took Accutane, I had really bad skin, which is obviously why I took Accutane. And so because of my acne, the boys would call my forehead Starry Night Painting, connect the dots, the list goes on. And clearly not a secret because a lot of you guys like to remind me that I have a fat fucking forehead. So I get called Megamind a lot, and that you can land a plane on my forehead, etc. Especially when I'm posted on my friends' socials, all I see is just, LOL, your friend is Megamind.
How I found out I was the other girl. I've been talking to this guy for the past 4 months, and only did I find out 2 days ago that he had a whole girlfriend the entire time we were talking. I found out because she literally walked in on me as I was sleeping in his bed, and the crazy part is he literally had just left maybe 40 minutes prior to her getting there and telling me he wanted to commit to me. To give you some context, about 2 weeks ago, him and I talked about committing to each other. Instead of fighting with resistance, he actually told me, Sarah, I like you and I'm on the same page. Ever since then, I would say that we had a closer relationship. He bought me flowers, he came to the gym with me. We were basically a couple. There was a bit of tension on the Monday before this Sunday, but we smoothed things over, and he basically told me that he is a loyal person and that he would never hurt me, he'd never play me, and that he used to be a player in his past, but that's no longer him because he's looking to build a life now that he's approaching 30. The night before all of this happened, happened, he actually asked me how he can make me feel more secure in a relationship. He wanted to make me feel more secure because he's looking to commit. I told him the things I needed in a relationship, and he said that he would be able to give me those things. And the next morning, he left for work around 7 a.m. And before he left for work, he sat at the bed and he told me word for word, "I want to commit to you." I was half asleep and I actually needed to be up at 7:30 because I was getting ready to leave for work, but I kept snoozing the alarm. At this point in the story, he's gone for work, but my back is faced towards the bedroom door. And as I'm snoozing my alarm, I hear the door creak open. I turn to look at the door and I see a girl standing in her scrubs. She's obviously crying. I'm obviously like, what the fuck? Who is this? Come to find out, that's his girlfriend of the last 6-7 months. I should mention the night before when we were having that commitment talk, he was telling me how typically relationships naturally progress in the direction of a relationship, and he's never had to define an actual relationship before, which I said, that's a red flag. But here he is having a full-blown girlfriend. What the fuck? She's crying. I'm consoling the girl. I'm trying to make her feel better. She's calling him. He's not answering. To be honest, I had suspicions that something was wrong with our relationship because he wasn't fully present. And I kept asking myself, is there something wrong? Is there something wrong? But I just couldn't pinpoint it because every time I brought up a problem, the energy he would give me, I would never have to question it. I never thought that he was lying to me because I thought he was a transparent human being. And the way that he shaped his morals or expressed his morals made me believe that he just wasn't a pathological liar. The whole time we were together, he told me he wanted to be with me, that he doesn't want to lose me, that he respects me so much, that he admires me, all of these things. Looking back now, these were all lies. The gaps in our messages, not understanding where he would go sometimes. It makes so much sense. You were with your fucking girlfriend. Genuinely didn't think that I was the side piece. I thought I was the main girl and he was cheating on me with someone else. But clearly, I don't know this man at all. Anyway, I haven't spoken to him since because he left me on red, so I'm assuming I'm being ghosted. But I don't even give a fuck anymore because there's nothing to talk about. It is so scary that men can look you in the eye, lie to you, and feel absolutely no remorse. How are you to tell me literally on Monday that you're not a player and that you don't ever want to hurt me and that you would never cheat on me, only to be doing that in this very moment? The most fucked up thing about this all is that he got baptized in May. We started talking in March. They started talking in January. So he got baptized. Before being baptized, he was already talking to 2 girls. After getting baptized, he was still talking to 2 girls. Like, what? This guy, he would talk about past relationships sometimes to bring up examples or reasons. And recently he brought up this new ex that works in healthcare. And I'm like, who? There's no ex that works in healthcare. I've never heard about her. Comes to find out, it's actually his current fucking girlfriend that he's referring to as his ex-girlfriend. Is that not fucked up? It's safe to say that I'll never be talking to this man ever again. Thank you so much. That was the performance of a fucking lifetime, and I will never be fucking with you ever again. It is so crazy how everything played out the way it was supposed to be. For example, on Thursday, I literally asked God to take this man out of my life if he wasn't serving me the right purpose in my life, and by Sunday, that guy was gone. Gone.
Okay, we've got a story time. Pop me on like a podcast. This is going to take a minute to get through. Apologies in advance. This is going to be a long video, but I cannot believe that this just, I can't believe this just happened to Nash and I, okay? We just had an experience this morning that as soon as the man walked out our door, like I picked up the phone and called my mom and was like, is this normal? Like I need somebody to confirm that this just, whatever the fuck just happened was crazy. Especially with the home buying and the home owning process. Like we have totally leaned on our parents, Nash's parents and my parents during this time to help us through this whole process because we're new to this. They've been homeowners for a long time and we're like sponges trying to soak in this whole experience and we're learning a lot, let me tell you. So we need to get our gutters cleaned as soon as humanly possible. I tell Nash, I'm like, listen, you take care of the gutters. Like I need you to figure it out and book an appointment. He's like, I got you. So Nash books an appointment for 11 o'clock this morning. 10:30 rolls around. I'm not ready at all. Kitchen's not clean, whatever. We went to Coldplay last night. We got home and ended up going to bed at like 1 a.m, which I have not stayed up that late in a long time. So I was like, wait, I was a little slow this morning. Slow start, okay? And all of a sudden, I'm in my little nightie, and Nash has got like no shirt on, shorts, whatever. We hear a knock at the door. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun. That's the knock, okay? It started with a knock, which, you know what? I'm all for a little bit of like holly jolly spirit. Totally fine. A little pep in your step. All power to you. But I was like, who the fuck is knocking at our door like that at 10:30? Like, aren't they supposed to come at 11? He's like, yeah. So I run in our back, you know, I run in our bedroom and stuff. I start to get ready really quickly. And then I hear him go, you know, hey, I'm so-and-so with the this, that, and the woo-wah gutter cleaners. Can I come inside? And now she's like, yeah, sure. You know, the people out here are very nice and it's not uncommon for that. So we're like, yeah, sure, not a problem. I'm hurrying up and I come out and I start like cleaning up the kitchen because our home's like a mess. He just posts up in our chair right here and it's just like kicked back and completely chilling. Now, listen, we've gotten quotes before. Like even with our rental, we've had people come and get quotes. Usually it's like a 15, 20 minute ordeal, depending on what you're getting a quote for. They come, they're like, hey, I'm going to take a look around. You're like, cool, take a look around. They come back 15 minutes later. They're like, okay, this is what we do. This is how we do it. This is when we can do it. Here's your quote. Let me know if you want to book it. Pretty simple, right? Especially with gutter cleaners. You don't even need to come in our house. You go around the house, you take a look at the gutters, you give us a quote, you let us know when you can do it. Yeah, definitely not. Oh my God, you guys, it only gets worse. Let me tell you. So he's in here, he's chatting, super nice guy. He's chatting about everything but gutters, and that's fine, you know, not a big deal. He's like, okay, well, I'm going to take a look outside, and I'm going to take a look at the gutters. We're like, cool. So he goes outside. Maybe like 6 minutes later, we get another dun, 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 knock at the door. And he goes, hey, I'm so sorry. Can I use your guys' restroom? We're like, absolutely, not a problem. So like down the hall right there, you're all good to go. Thinking, you know, it's a grown man peeing. Just gonna take a couple minutes. Okay, 10 minutes go by, and Nash and I are just out here. Mind you, it's only like down the hall. Okay, and like we don't have the TV playing or anything. We can hear it. And I turn to Nash. I'm like, is he okay? Like, do you think he's okay? And Nash is like, he's definitely not okay. It's been a while. Like Nash knows. He's like, it's been a little bit. And I'm like, okay, obviously he's dropping the kids off. Okay, not a big deal. No shame in that. You gotta go when you gotta go. 15 more minutes go by. You guys, he's in our restroom for 25 minutes, okay? And he comes out. He ends up like flush. We hear the toilet flush because Nash was almost like, should I ask him if he's okay? And I'm like, no, don't make it already like worse than it already is. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Like I've got no problem with it. Use our restroom. He comes back out. He's like, oh God, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so embarrassed right now. I'm taking some new supplements and you never know when they're going to hit. And I said, you know what? Not a big deal. Not a big deal. You got to go when you got to go. Totally fine. We've got a restroom here. No problem. Like, I didn't want to make him feel worse, than maybe he was already embarrassed about. But then he proceeds to stand in our kitchen for 15 minutes just chatting. And I'm like, we just need a quote. Like, at this point, it was 10:30. It was probably like 11:15 because again, he was sitting down in our kitchen chatting. Then he goes outside, whatever. He comes in 25 minutes in our bathroom. Okay. It's like 11:30 at this point. He's been here for an hour. He goes back outside. He finishes whatever he needs to do to look around. Then he's like, okay, can I come in and can we sit down at the dining room table and we'll go over everything? I'm like, cool. This is where, 5-10 minutes. He's going to slap us with the number. We'll send him on his merry way for the day. 25 minutes go by where he's talking about how great the company is. Fortune 500 company. It's this. We've got this locations. We're amazing. This is what we do. Quality service. This is our reviews. I'm like, just give me the fucking quote and clean my gutters if you can, sir. Okay. Gemma, we popped Gemma outside. She's like, probably at this point overheating. And I'm like, she got to go get Gemma. She wasn't outside for like that long. And it was cloud cover. So it was fine, but it's a little bit hot. So I'm like, can you just go get Gemma and bring her inside? And he turns and he's just amidst, like, we haven't even gotten to the point of like what our gutters look like and what we need done and like how much this is going to be. He's just talking about the company for 25 fucking minutes going through this whole pamphlet thing. And I just go, listen, I'm so sorry. I appreciate you being so thorough. Cause I'm like, how am I going to get out of this situation? How am I going to skirt out and just get the number and send him on his merry way? Because we're going on 2 hours at this point, you guys. Okay. Sorry. I was getting a phone call. Had to hang up. I hung up that phone call to continue this. And okay, we're going on 2 hours at this point. 2 hours for a gutter cleaning quote. And I just go, listen, I'm so sorry. I appreciate you being so thorough. Like I was saying, we have to, like, I have a meeting soon, which I did, but I was like, I've got a meeting soon. He's got to get his day started. Like, how much longer is this going to take? Is there any way you can just get us the quote to clean our gutters? Cause he was also maybe going to talk about like doing gutter covers too, which we don't need right now. We just need it cleaned, which we emphasized to him. He's like, oh gosh, you know what? We're going to have to reschedule this whole thing. Yeah. And I was like, well, how much longer do you need? He's like, probably another hour maybe to go through everything. An hour? I'm like, okay, is there any way you can just get us the quote to clean the gutters? What is that going to be? That's all that we need. Do you have this in PDF form or a pamphlet that you can give me? I can read over all of this. Give me the quote, and then I can give you a call back and everything like that. And he's like, I don't have a pamphlet. We don't have a PDF form of this. I have to go through all of this. I'll get in trouble if I don't. So why don't we just reschedule this to another time? I said, is there at this point, like, can you just give me the quote? Is there any way you can just give me like an estimate or a number based on what you saw? Because, you've spent your time here. And I would love to look into this, and I appreciate you being so thorough. Finally, I get a number out of him, $2,500 to just clean the gutters, just clean it. And I was like, thank you so much. I so appreciate it. We've got to get going. He's like, oh, I feel like I failed you. I feel like I failed you today. And I'm like, no, you didn't. You did not. You did a great job. You were so thorough with this. And I totally trust that this is just an incredible company. I really appreciate it. We just have to get going. And he's like, yeah, not a problem. He ends up leaving. And I was like, okay, whoa. We ended up calling a local company. This was a local company too, but we ended up calling a local company. The guy was out to our house within 25 minutes. We walked around with him 15 minutes outside, and he's like, yep, I can have somebody come in the next day or two. Here's the number, which is a fraction of the cost of $2,500 to just basic cleaning of our gutters and everything like that. So everything's fine. Problem fucking solved. But I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. I just called my mom. My mom's like, no, that is not normal. I would call the company and be like, listen, no, don't, anyways, that's all.
Today's episode of Why I Hate Working in Retail, because y'all are fucking dumb and y'all are also extremely rude. This is probably one of my top 20 rudest experiences with a customer, because we're gonna get into the story. But first, let's get into the Bob. Let's get into the Bobbiana. I had to get my hair cut because my ends were so bad. And baby, the Silk Press Factory, if you type in the Silk Press Factory, it will come up on here. She does great work. 10 out of 10 experience. My hair feels healthier than it's ever felt. I got me a little keratin treatment. Yes, and I'm feeling it. It's giving executive. It's giving office. That's what it's giving. And the edge control, baby. The edge control got me slicked, swooped, slicked back. Yeah. It was great. I will be going again. She is moving to Charlotte, North Carolina next month. And I might have to go to Charlotte. I might just have to go to Charlotte. I think it's South Carolina. One of the Carolinas, goddammit, that Charlotte is in. But anyway, yeah, go check my girl out, the Silk Press Factory. Anyway, let's get into the story. So, boom. This was when I was working at CVS. And I have to say, CVS, I had to have experienced my rudest customers there. I'm not going to lie. H&M was probably second, but CVS was definitely first. Top 10 rudest customers. So, boom. I'm helping a lady. I'm literally helping her. We face to face. We locked in. We are having a full-blown conversation. I'm helping her. A lady comes up on the side and she immediately goes and snaps at me. Yes, y'all, she snapped at me like I'm a goddamn dog. I look at the customer look at me. I snap my neck and look at her, because, girl, who are you snapping at? And I said, you don't know how to use your words? She looks at me like she's seen a damn ghost, like I wasn't supposed to talk to her like that. Well, girl, I don't feel like you should be snapping at me either, but here we are. Sometimes I meet the customer with that same energy, because if you automatically come off rude, I'm sorry, but you just don't deserve my respect. I didn't do anything to you. You don't even know me. Come at me with some respect and you might receive some. I don't understand that at all. So sometimes I don't give a fuck about a job, and I meet you with the same energy you come at me with. But anyway, back to the story. So she looks at me like appalled, oh my God. Yeah, girl. Yeah, you don't know how to use your words? She gonna say, I need your help. I said, don't you see me helping somebody already? She gonna say, and I need your help. And who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Cause now, ding, 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 let's get ready to rumble. Who are you talking to? So I look at the customer literally goes, she throws her hands up and she goes, do what you gotta do. She literally smiles at me, she goes, do what you gotta do. In my head, I'm like, great, because now I know you're not gonna report me for what I'm about to say. Thanks. Now I know you're not gonna report me for what I'm about to say. I said, first of all, don't snap at me. I'm not a dog. Second, I don't care if you need my help. I'm talking to someone. I'm currently helping someone. And you can clearly see that. So I really don't care what you need at this moment in time. Somebody else needs my help. And when I can, I will get to you. There's also 2 other employees walking around here that you could have asked. But you decided to interrupt my conversation by snapping at me and thinking that was going to get a positive response. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Now you can go find somebody else to help you, because I will not be. Go on, find somebody else, because I won't be helping you. The only thing I will help you with is a knuckle sandwich, bitch. I will not be helping you. You can leave for all I care, because who you snapping at? Then she gonna say, and I need your help. And I don't give a fuck. I don't care. So boom, I turn my head and I start back talking to the customer that I was talking to. She gonna say, it's always you people, and walk away. When I tell y'all, I wanted to take that name tag off and Batista bomb her ass, cause who is you people? You were the rude one. And you're mad because I met you with your same energy and I said I was not going to be helping you because you snapped at me like I'm a damn servant? I don't work for you. I work for CVS. The hell? I don't work for you. I'm not your servant. Who are you snapping at? Talking about it's always you people. That explains the snap. Because you think I'm an animal and you don't think I'm a person. So that explains the snap. You already went in thinking that I was less than a person. And that's where you had me fucked up. That's where you had me messed up. When I tell you it took everything in me to not take that name tag off and say, meet me in the parking lot. I just continued talking to the customer. And the customer literally was like, I can't believe she just said that. Girl, it gets like that in retail. It really, really does. I would say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Stuff like that literally happens every day. If you work with the public, we are subjected to abuse in every form. Mental, verbal, and sometimes physical. Customers really be trying to put their hands on you over merchandise. It's really crazy. Over returns, over them not getting their way, they will really put their hands on you. It gets like that in retail. We are subject to physical abuse. Okay? We need settlement checks. If you've ever worked in retail, if you've ever had mesothelioma, you are subjected to this settlement, because we go through so much. And I'm just like, you people, you snapped at me.
Am I in the wrong for trying to dance with my daughter at her wedding? So my daughter, who we'll call Jane, 28 female, and I have always had a rocky relationship. I wasn't the greatest father, and I recognize that now, but I've changed. I know everyone talks shit on religion-based treatments, but I know that I'm saved now, and no one can tell me different. I was in a car accident where I lost a lot of feeling in my legs. After that, I swear I was reborn as a new man and promised that I would do better, but after everybody else's reactions, I'm starting to feel like maybe I did do something wrong. My daughter's wedding was this past weekend, and she had her brother walk her down the aisle, which I was fine with because I wasn't really there for her as a kid, so why would I give her away? I found out from my wife that she still planned on having her father-daughter dance at her reception, but have her father-in-law dance with her instead of me. I figured that she didn't ask me because while I can walk, I can't walk far, and I'm super unbalanced. So, with the help of my wife, I worked on strengthening my legs in secret so I could surprise her at her wedding and dance with her. Fast forward to the reception, and they announce it's time for the dance. I roll my wheelchair to the edge of the group circling her, stand up, and start walking towards her. Everyone in the room started talking and clapping around me as I made my way across the dance floor, and honestly, I was feeling really good about this until I made it like 6 feet away from her. She started shaking her head and frowning at me, but I kept walking anyway. She started shouting no and telling me to sit down, but I just couldn't believe that she was saying this, so I shouted back that I was coming to dance with her as her father. She acted all irritated and said that she'd dance with me later, but now it's her father-in-law's turn. I couldn't accept that, so I got closer and reached out for her hand, hoping that she'd recognize that I was doing this for her, when her father-in-law reached out and blocked me from her by putting his hand on my chest. So this might be where I messed up. I told him to back the F up and F off. Our argument got pretty heated before some people stepped in and separated us. She told me to leave, and I said if that's what you really want, and she said yes, so I did. I'm really struggling with this because I got a lot of dirty looks, and even my son yelled at me. He said it was really selfish of me to try to dance with her at all. I'm trying to do better and listen to my kids, so maybe you all can tell me.